What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. This is episode 2 of What Sells on eBay, and it is collectible magazines. This one here is a Sports Illustrated from 1982. I sold it for 60 bucks. That's 60.00. This magazine I got in a whole big lot of Sports Illustrated magazines. I paid next to nothing for them, and there were quite a few that had some value. There were probably 10 or 12 that I listed. Some sold, some were still waiting on. Some sold for a lot, some sold for a little. I think the most valuable one on there was about 100 bucks, somewhere in that range. I don't remember, and it was actually only a couple years old. This one, quite a bit older, 1982. Now this is not something you'll just know common knowledge. That magazine's worth it and that one isn't. You'll never remember that. I will completely forget about this magazine in about 3 days' time, guarantee it. What you want to do, this is how you research them. If you walk into a thrift store and you see a ton of magazines, don't look up each one. That one's going to take forever. What I did is I looked up Sports Illustrated magazine, and I went in the sold listings and sorted highest to lowest. And then I saw a whole bunch of them that were worth some money, and then I looked for those. I had a huge collection in front of me of Sports Illustrated magazines, so odds are most of the ones that I found were in there. Some weren't, but so that is how you want to search for magazines. If you just see a couple that look like they might be worth some, it could be worth it. Sometimes you can also use the picture of the picture thing on eBay. What do you call that anyways? Where you can take a picture of the item and look it up. I'm going to see if it works right here on a magazine. In the search bar, all you have to do is hit the little camera icon, and then we're going to come in, so you get the glare off, take a picture of it, and it did not work. It just pulled up a bunch of similar age Sports Illustrateds. But with magazines, it's very easy to find. You just search, in this case, Sports Illustrated, January 11th, 1982. It comes up very quickly. I would really recommend, though, if you see a big lot of a certain type of magazine in front of you, look up sold listings, price highest to lowest, and then scroll down. If you get a whole bunch of junk in front of it that's like $4,000 that you know you're never gonna find, you can always filter out around $100 and under. That helps quite a bit. You could also filter out the $20 to $50 range, just in that range, because those are the ones you're gonna probably find most of when you're finding the ones that are worth grabbing. Now the next question I know I'm gonna get is, how do you ship this? It's a $60 magazine. You don't want to just shove it in a bubble mailer because that is gonna hurt the magazine. I use these. This is a record mailer. It's designed for albums. In fact, if you're shipping an album, this is the way to go to ship it out. You can get them pretty cheap. Some people ship albums in pizza boxes. This is the way to go. Get yourself a record mailer. It just folds over on itself, and you're good to go. It's rigid, it's not gonna bend, perfect. So look for record mailers. You can buy them in bundles on Amazon or on Uline, and that's today's bonus tip. So what are you looking for as far as condition of a magazine? There are a couple things. You wanna look for the staples. Are they rusted? That's gonna hurt the value. Doesn't make it unsellable, but it will hurt the value. Are they still fully attached? The cover page, the outside, front and back cover, usually comes off over the years, so you want to see how tight that binding is if anything's coming off. Obviously look for rips, tears, or bends. This one actually has the previous owner's name and address on it from 1982. It does not need to be a newsstand model to be worth money. Newsstand, I don't know why I said model, newsstand edition. The newsstand edition is the one that just has the barcode. It doesn't have the shipping label on it. Otherwise, some have the mailing label for the subscriber. Can still be worth money. Of course, the newsstand edition is going to be worth a lot more. So that is what you're looking for here. Just vintage magazines. You can find all different types of magazines that might be worth money. If you're really wondering what to look for, here's what I recommend doing. Look in the magazine category on eBay. Filter out $20 to $50 price range, and then just look through them. Spend 15 minutes looking through them. You'll start to notice a pattern in types of magazines and brands and whatnot, and that'll really help you identify kind of what is worth looking up. You'll never be able to walk into a thrift store and say, that's worth buying, that isn't. But you'll be able to walk in and say, that's worth looking up, that's worth looking up, that probably isn't. So that is episode 2 of What to Sell on eBay, vintage magazines. I will give you one more. I am caught on my chair. I will give you one more look at it here. This is the 1982 Clemson, and this one's sold because Clemson is, I think they just won the title, right? I'm not a college football fan, but anyways, that is what you look for. Hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next one.